A former Jackson police officer charged with the death of a man in custody now wants the case thrown out, claiming his taser didn't cause the man's death. In 2022, Avery Willis and Kenya McCarty tased Keith Muriel more than 80 times while trying to arrest him. Officer James Land helped handcuff Muriel and put him face down in a patrol car. Body camera footage analyzed by 3 Interside shows no one checked on him until AMR arrived almost an hour later. Muriel died shortly afterward. Now, Willis' attorney is fighting back, filing 3 motions this month to get the case dismissed. He wants the medical examiner's testimony and homicide ruling thrown out, calling it a legal conclusion, not a scientific one. Willis' attorney claims Muriel's PCP intoxication, coupled with the suspect's severe heart disease, should have factored more into deciding the manner of death. He also claims the examiner ignored Muriel's resistance, the taser's non-lethal use, and AMR's delayed response. The state has not responded. A judge will hear the motions next.